Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be, if not a repair video, at least a testing video of this particular unit. This is a Gallagher S40 fence charger. This is one of their mid-range, mid-size solar units. This is a 0.4 stored joule unit, probably like 0.25, 0.3 output joule, somewhere in that range I would guess. So the note on it says you actually have two units, this one and a smaller one. It says both do nothing even with new batteries. Well, the other one I took care of, it's already done. It's a little S10. But this unit is not that old. That's 2019 is when it was built. Serial number on the back there's the first two digits is the year it was built. So 2019 model. And for being what, 19, 20, 20, for being 3 years old, 4 years old going on, I mean this plastic on the front, this little sticker thing's already starting to deteriorate. I don't know what they're using for stickers on the front, but I don't think it's this protective thing on the front's not in very good shape for even be 3 years old. So what's this thing gonna look like when it's 5, 10 years old? It's gonna look like crap by then. Well, let's this is a big 6-volt unit, so it takes a 6-volt battery. So he says on this note that it won't work even with good batteries on there, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up good power to it, and we're going to either disprove or prove that theory wrong or right. So I got my power supply set at about 7 volts. And first thing I'm going to do is, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to turn it back to the battery test. And it should light up green right there, and it's not. Make sure we're getting a good contact there on my yep. So it doesn't come on at all. Alright, well, the first thing we can try to do, these are solar fence chargers and stuff. They're pretty basic for what they are. We will try to do a reset on there, because sometimes you can reset the software, the little chips on there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we turn it off in the front, lay it face down, that way the solar panel gets blocked out from the lights overhead, and we're going to short our battery wires to it and hold the metal together. And what this does, it drains out any of the energy that's stored up in the board, capacitors and stuff. And hopefully after a few moments it just gets it all back to square one. And you hold it for about 30 seconds, a minute at most. And then we'll reapply power back to it and see if it comes on. If it does, hey, cheap fix. If it still won't work and it's got issues on the inside, I think that's been long enough. So I'm hook up power back up to it. Flip it back over. We'll just do the battery check first. Still nothing. Just don't come on there, so time to dig in. Alright, so we need a Phillips screwdriver. Take out the two bottom screws. And then we're going to lift right here, pick the back of it up, and then roll it open like that. Flip it around. So here's the solar panel. Solar panel plugs in down here in this bottom corner right there. Plugs in right there. And then you got your red and green wires for your fence and ground plug-in right here. Just have a little built-in spark gap, lightning diverter deal. Just the ground side, got a little gap right there. So if lightning does hit the fence, it will jump across this gap to that rod and run down to the ground that way. So that's what that's for. Now to get this board out, to get these clips off first, there's a little on the underneath side, like a little clip there. You can squeeze on it pull right off. It's got a little catch to it. Right there. There's a little catch right there. Squeeze on it. So you just kind of push up on it like that. Squeeze and pull right off. And the solar panel, I think we'll have to undo this first, and I think it's just these I think it's the upper screws. There's other screws I think that hold the transformer in place. I think it's these four. I think the board, I think these four here are what's holding the board in place. Yep. So there's a circuit board. This little clip for the solar panel unplugs, and it has this little catch on it there too. And it only plugs in one way onto here. See, it's got a, if it would focus, see, it has like a square hole, and then that little square's got like a little notch in it, in that corner there. So you can only plug in this plug one way. It's got the same matching deal on there. Well, our problem is in the board because it won't turn on at all. I mean, that's my guess. Well, actually, hold on. This wire plugs in here. Maybe this was unplugged. So I did notice that this is missing. I think it's a little deal to hold this in place. Maybe the wire was just pulled loose. Well, why don't we, just for the heck of it, let's plug it all back up. Let's get the board back in here. Let's plug our wires back on. Screw this back down. Maybe this wire is going to plug. I noticed it was pretty, like it's been pulled on. So maybe the wire from the battery wire, maybe it came unplugged. Maybe that's all that's wrong with it. We can only be so lucky. Alright, and then we got to take this. I probably should have plugged it on first. Oh, shit. Alright. Take these wires back out. Or these. Take this back out. Oh. Now these S40 Gallaghers don't come in for repair that often. At least to us anyways. Maybe Gallagher gets them in, but we don't see them in that often. Alright, that sits like that. Little notch in the plastic up here where this little thing goes into at. Now we'll take this, and there's a little lip on this upper area of this case right here. Little lip there. That slips up underneath this ledge there. So when you go to put it back together, kind of get that started up like that. Pull up, and you should just be able to lay it down like this. I have to pull it down towards you to kind of get it to come all the way down. But there we go. And this switch is not a physical contact switch to the board. There's a magnet inside this little orange, a little bitty round magnet, really strong magnet, and it, through induction and magnetism and magic, it talks to that board and tells it. Magnet talks to the board based on where it's at and tells the board what to do. So let's, before we screw the back cover back on. Now if this needs a new board, I have to look. I don't know if I've got a new board in stock or not. this back over. Oh, look at that. Green light's on. See? I didn't do that before. Let's turn it to this. What do you know? That's all that it was that wire for the battery had this wire here. It got pulled and unplugged from that board on the inside. So I don't know if it fell off the post or what happened. So the guy said he put new batteries in it. This old battery probably wasn't bad. Now what I will probably do, now it's still nice and tight there. So I was gonna say I might put some like epoxy across that hole there, but if you ever have to replace the wire, you just the epoxy getting in the way, that'd be a real nightmare to have to change out. So, but this one's done. I mean, I really didn't do any really repair to it, just troubleshoot, got it figured out. Anyways, our information down below. Fencerfixer.com is our website. Fencer and Fixer is both spelled with F as in Frank. There are links down in the description below. We give free quotes and an 18-month warranty. Until next time, see you later on.